Here we enter the artist collection, and the artist collection was started by a couple, a man and a woman, and they made shoes for brides. That is to say, they took a pair of shoes and then covered it in the same textile and material as the bridal gown was, so the shoes would match to the gown. The woman decided at a certain moment to write to a lot of famous artists in the world and ask them for their shoes, the shoes which they used to work with, to make their beautiful art. And about 1250 artists returned their shoes. 650 of those artists returned their shoes in the form of a work of art. Probably not realizing what they did, but because these shoes became a work of art in themselves again. The other pairs which were not returned in the form of work of art are hanging on the wall at the back chamber. All the other ones are displayed here in those cases. And for instance, these shoes are made of edible material. You literally can eat those shoes. They are made from a kind of licorice. Some artists made a lot of work, like this one, making this beautiful case, and other ones splashing them particularly with paint, or hanging them like these boots on an installation. They really made a lot of work out of it. He created his own feet as a work of art. I personally like these ones with the zebra horses on the Adidas shoes. I like them very much. The ones with the high spikes here. These shoes of Sasha Huber, she comes from Haiti, and she was very opposed to the dictator Papa Doc there, and she used to shoot staples at the poster of Mr. Papa Doc. Later on, she used the same stapler to make her works of art, in this case a pair of shoes full of staples. Like this one also, the one covered in the mirrors and in the net. If you consider what he had to do to make these shoes in that net frame and how he did it, because I wouldn't know how to do that, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. This one also, you need a lot of creativity and fantasy to make a pair of shoes in the form and shape of a face, with eyes and a nose and lips. You can see it. It's not here. It's not here. Oh, here, yeah. This is a pair which always intrigues me a little bit. It's made as a pair of slippers made by Roberto Scarbossa. and they tell me that he used his own slippers, and he also used his own beard hair. So he cut off the hairs of his beard and then glued them to this pair of slippers. I think that's a real piece of art, that's for sure, yes. This pair by Jan Fabre is very particular for him because all his art is made with a ballpoint, a big ballpoint. And in this case, the ballerina shoes he covered only in big ballpoint ink. This pair by Urbain Ulkers is one of my favorites because he covered the shoes with a land map. And in my opinion, this is very difficult to do that without tearing the map itself. So how he did it, probably he made it wet, but he covered the box and he covered the shoes in a world map. And I like this very much.